Here's a surprising fact. Each generation is shaped by the historical events that occurred during its formative years. Think about it, from global conflicts to technological advancements, each era leaves a unique imprint on its youth. Today, we'll explore 4 distinct generations. Boomers 2, also known as Generation Jones, Generation X, Millennials, and Generation Z. Let's delve into these generations one by one. Born between 1955 and 1965, the Boomers 2, or Generation Jones, came of age during an era of technological and societal change. This generation, also known as Gen Jones, found themselves in a unique position, straddling the line between the post-war optimism of the baby boomers and the cynicism of Generation X. Generation Jones is marked by a blend of idealism and pragmatism. They were shaped by the major events of their formative years: the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, the sexual revolution, and the Watergate scandal. These events left an indelible mark, fostering a sense of skepticism and a desire for social justice. These Joneses are known for their resilience and adaptability. They witnessed the shift from black and white television to the dawn of the digital age. They adapted to these changes, demonstrating a flexibility that is one of their key strengths. It's this adaptability that has allowed them to navigate the rapidly changing technological landscape of today. Yet, they are also characterized by their practicality. They saw the harsh realities of life, the disillusionment that can come with adulthood. This has given them a sense of pragmatism, a realism that has often been mistaken for cynicism. But it's not all strengths for Generation Jones. One of their main growth areas is their struggle with the rapid pace of technological change. While they have adapted to some degree, they can find it challenging to keep up with the continuous advancements in technology. This generation, more than any other, has had to learn and unlearn multiple times, navigating the shift from analog to digital and now to an increasingly virtual world. Another growth area is their tendency towards skepticism. While this can be a strength, it can also lead to a resistance to change and a reluctance to embrace new ideas. This generation, caught between the idealism of the boomers and the pragmatism of Gen X, has a unique blend of characteristics. They are the bridge between 2 vastly different generations, embodying the best of both worlds. Next up, we have Gen X, born between 1965 and 1980. Often overlooked, this generation is more significant than we give it credit for. Let's delve a bit deeper into this group, the forgotten middle child of generations. Known for their independence, resilience, and adaptability, Gen Xers are a fascinating bunch. They were the first latchkey kids, coming home to empty houses while their parents were still at work, instilling in them a sense of self-sufficiency and resourcefulness from a young age. Their youth was marked by significant political and social changes, such as the fall of the Berlin Wall, which brought about a new world order. They witnessed the transition from a world divided by Cold War ideologies to one characterized by globalization and technological advancement. These experiences have shaped their worldview, making them more pragmatic and cynical than their predecessors. And speaking of technology, let's not forget that they played a pivotal role in the digital revolution. They were the first to grow up with personal computers, the internet, and mobile phones, making them the bridge between the analog and digital worlds. They're tech-literate, but not as tech-dependent as the younger generations. As for their strengths, Gen Xers are known for their entrepreneurial spirit. They value freedom and autonomy in their work, often preferring to carve their own path rather than follow traditional career routes. They're also great problem solvers, thanks to their ability to think outside the box and their willingness to take risks. However, like any other generation, Gen X has its growth areas. They tend to be more skeptical and less trusting, which can sometimes hinder their ability to build strong relationships. They also have a reputation for being workaholics, often struggling to strike a work-life balance. But despite these challenges, there's no denying the crucial role Gen X has played in shaping our world. From their contributions to technology and entrepreneurship, to their influence on societal norms and values, they've made their mark in ways that often go unnoticed. Gen X, sandwiched between two large generations, has a unique perspective on life and work. Their story is a testament to the power of adaptability and resilience in the face of change. Born between 1981 and 1996, Millennials are the first generation to grow up with the internet. This generation, also known as the digital natives, has seen the world evolve at an unprecedented pace. Technology isn't just a part of their lives, it is their life. Millennials are characterized by their adaptability. They have witnessed the transformation of the world from dial-up internet to hyper-fast Wi-Fi, from bulky desktops to sleek smartphones. This exposure has made them quick learners, flexible and open to change. They are comfortable navigating the intricate digital world, making them tech-savvy and digitally literate. Their strengths lie in their ability to multitask, their entrepreneurial spirit, and their knack for innovation. They've lived through the dot-com boom, the rise of social media, and the advent of the gig economy. They've embraced these changes, often pioneering new ways of working and communicating. They're not just consumers of technology, but creators, innovators, and disruptors. Yet, like every generation, millennials have their growth areas. Their dependence on technology can sometimes overshadow the importance of face-to-face interactions. They're often seen as impatient, attributed to the instant gratification that technology provides. They're also seen as job hoppers, seeking meaningful work and not hesitating to move on if they don't find it. Major events during their formative years have significantly impacted millennials. The 9/11 attacks, the financial crisis of 2008, and the rise of social media have all shaped their perspectives. These events have made them more conscious of their environment, politically active, and socially aware. They are the generation that questions, that challenges, and that seeks to make a difference. Millennials have been stereotyped, criticized, and even ridiculed. But they're far more than what the cliches suggest. They're a generation that's passionate, driven, and determined to leave their mark on the world. They're the bridge between the old and the new. They're not just the leaders of tomorrow, they're leading today. Finally, we have Gen Z, born between 1997 and 2012. This generation is just beginning to make its mark on the world. Known as the realists, Gen Z is a unique blend of the traditional and the futuristic. They're pragmatic, diverse, and technologically adept. Growing up during the Great Recession, Gen Z has a realistic outlook on life. They've seen their parents struggle financially, and because of this, they prioritize financial stability. They're not afraid to work hard and are known for their entrepreneurial spirit. In terms of diversity, this generation is the most racially and ethnically diverse yet. They're champions of social justice, using their platforms to voice out on issues that matter to them. Then we have their technological prowess. Raised in the era of smartphones and social media, they're digital natives. They're comfortable with technology, using it not just for communication, but for learning, networking, and even shopping. They're the generation that will lead the technological revolution. But like every generation, Gen Z has its growth areas. Their reliance on technology, for instance, has its drawbacks. It can lead to a lack of face-to-face social skills, and an over-reliance on digital platforms for information can sometimes blur the line between fact and fiction. Major events during their formative years have shaped them. The Great Recession instilled in them a sense of financial pragmatism. The rise of smartphones and social media has made them tech-savvy, and witnessing social unrest has spurred them to become advocates for change. But here's the thing about Gen Z. They're not just the future, they're the present. They're already making waves, redefining norms, and challenging the status quo. They're not just ready to take on the world, they're ready to redefine it. Each generation, with its unique experiences and perspectives, contributes to the rich tapestry of our society. Let's take a moment to appreciate this generational mosaic. Generation Jones, the late boomers, are often seen as the trailblazers, the ones who paved the way. They brought with them a sense of purpose and idealism, and yet they also knew how to roll up their sleeves and get things done. Then we have Generation X, the forgotten middle child. They're characterized by their adaptability and resilience. They've seen times change drastically, and have learned to evolve with it, proving that they can weather any storm. Millennials are the first generation to grow up with the internet at their fingertips. They have reshaped the way we think about technology, communication, and information. Their strength lies in their ability to harness the power of digital platforms for social good. Lastly, Generation Z, the realists, are pragmatic, socially conscious, and value authenticity above all. Their unique worldview is shaping the future in ways we can't yet fully comprehend. Understanding these generational characteristics is invaluable. It can help us foster more inclusive workplaces, create more effective learning environments, and build stronger families. It's about appreciating our differences and recognizing the common threads that bind us together.